This vehicle opens the door to increased mobility by lowering restrictions on young men who are confined to a wheelchair after suffering a life-changing football spinal injury.
When you turn this on and open the ramp, the vehicle lowers about 6 inches, so that lessens the angle so that the person can come in, so it's not as steep of an angle, so it's easier to go inside.
Just one of the many features Mobility Works can provide its customers when it comes to equipping a vehicle for a young man and his family so they can get out and see the world again.
This was about the original place of the floor. So that entire foot, almost foot and a half, is cut off.
Ed Williams-Ruffin is the general manager of Mobility Works and knows the impact a vehicle like this can have.
It's life-changing, and I'm pretty sure if you talk to anyone that's transitioned from a normal vehicle into a wheelchair-accessible vehicle, they will tell you it's life-changing.
Chris Canales is one to talk to. He suffered a spinal cord injury playing defensive back for San Marcos Academy back in 2001.
It's almost like you're having your freedom back, you know, it's just to be able to get out and just do something, you know, and not be stuck in the house all the time.
When a young man is ready to expand his horizons, Ed is ready to take him there.
The initial process is doing a needs analysis, finding out exactly what the customer needs
and wants. Ed can make room for the person in the middle of the van or even take out the passenger seat if the person wants to ride shotgun. There is room for 3 or more family members in the back. They can even take it a step further.
So if the person wants to do more than just ride in a van, actually want to get behind the wheel and drive, well, if they can only operate a gas pedal on the left side, they can accommodate that. If they can only use their hands, they can accommodate that too.
That's really puts a smile on my face when someone says, you know what, hey, look, I want to drive.
The customer works with technicians and evaluators to learn all the new driving techniques.
Here's one that's a push, pull down.
Whether driving or riding, it's not just life-changing for the injured player, but for Ed as well.
It's heartwarming. You know, it really is, because you know how important it is. You know really how important it is for these families to have this vehicle.
We need to be there for these young athletes long term, and that's, you know, part of the key on the long term basis is having something like a vehicle like this.
By the way, just one of those vehicles that you saw in this piece could run anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000, and that is why KSAT is so proud to assist Gridiron here in the drive to help these young men. Our Vice President and General Manager, Ashley Parker, right now presenting a check for $30,000 to the head of Gridiron Zero's, Eddie Canales. So we appreciate everything that Eddie has done for these folks. And if you have donated, we thank you very much. If you have not donated, think about helping out this wonderful organization who does so much for these young men.